Line Lane, I'm Larry Marble. It's time for a big old heaping helping of ag information. You're listening to our program courtesy of the good folks at D&D Farm and Ranch on I-10 and Seguin. That's DD, TexasOutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at the corn and oilseed commentary courtesy of John Tuggle. Following the resumption of trading at 8:30 a.m., corn futures briefly rallied as much as 7 to 8 cents, only to give it all back by the end of the day and come down 2. Soybeans were also as much as 10 higher in the morning, closing down 11 by the bushel. Technical selling was given credit for the sell-off. USDA reported a new export sale over the past week of 35.6 million bushels of corn, 50.8 million bushels of beans. Milo sales over the past week were a marketing year high of 12.7 million bushels, all to the communist Chinese in an unknown destination. That now puts the unshipped balance of export Milo at 127.9 million bushels for the first time this year, exceeding commitments last year at this time. Corpus Christi's Public Elevator and Archer Daniels Midland opened for Milo trucks this week, 7 to 245, maximum 20% damage. Cargill and the Andersons in Houston opened for Milo this week, 7 to 3, max 20% total damage. Looking at those commodity closes, Deese corn 573 down 2 1/4, Jan beans 1265 1/4 down 11 1/4, Deese Kansas City wheat 827 1/4 down 6 3/4. Neighbor, there's your commodity commentary. We are on the line with Jody Fry from Producers in Cargyle, San Angelo. Jody, how many noses did you count?
1735, I believe, was the total there.
Good. Let's walk those pins.
You bet. Compared to last week's sale, those better quality calves and yearlings are holding steady. Lesser quality calves today, and some of those heavyweight bull calves and bull yearlings selling fully $2 to $4 lower. Heavyweight slaughter cows selling about steady. Some of those thinner fleshed and lightweight slaughter cows calling those weak to $2 lower. Not enough bred cows or pairs on offer today for a good market test. On your steers, your better quality steers weighing 400 to 600 pounds, 125 all the way up to a high of 185, mostly 135 to 160. 600 to 800 pound steers, 115 to a high of 160, mostly 125 to 145. Better quality heifer calves, 400 to 600 pounds, from 115 to a high of near 155, mostly 120 to 145. 6 to 8 weight heifers from $1 to $1.35, mostly 115 to 125. Slaughter cows, average to high yielding from 50 to 60. Did have some of the very highest yielding slaughter cows from 62 to a high of 66. Thinner or lower yielding type cows, still some of those from 30 to 46. Slaughter bulls, average to high yielding from 70 to 82. The highest yielding slaughter bulls today from 85 to a high of 93. And like I mentioned, not enough bred cows or pairs to really test the market.
No sales next week?
No sales all next week. I think it's a given. Anybody would be looking for there not to be a cattle sale, but got to get the word out. No sheep sale on Tuesday because, we get a lot of early arrivals, and we've done about as much advertising as we can, but we'll be closed all next week, and then we'll go again the next.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Jody Fry.
You bet. There'll still be somebody there at the office at 325-653-3371, or my mobile phone would be 234-7895.
Neighbor, let's take a look at meat moves from yesterday. National pork carcass cutout value back up 517 at 89.69. Federal slaughter for hogs 1.929 million head. Lean hogs ended the session down 107 in December, but 7 to 40 cents higher in the front months. Deese hogs closed 75.10, down 107. On to the cattle. Wholesale box prices weaker. Choice dropped 231 to 276.16. Select was 90 weaker at 263.16. Estimated slaughter 478,000 head through Thursday. Cash cattle traded 60 to 92 higher on Thursday. Deese cattle 133.15, up 92.5. Feeder cattle gained on Thursday with a $2 and a $2.45 gain. November feeders closed 155.92, but that contract itself was down 15. Weekly export sales 25,463 metric tons. As far as fats this week, we've seen reports of 134. Northern cattle, 131 to 132. Looks like that's it for your meat moves. We're on the line with Kenny Mingus, Milam County Livestock. It's 7:30 on Thursday evening, looking for a Friday sale. Kenny, what do you see?
Well, it looks pretty good. We're tagging on about, I guess we got 21 and a half right now, maybe 2,200, getting close. Probably out of that mix, about 300 cows. So we're thinking we're going to have 20. We put out 23 to 26, but I imagine it's going to be 24, 5 to 27 or so. Probably 350, 400 cows. Several big strings of cattle. Quality looks good. A few pretty good little palpated cows scattered through this thing. Conditions starting to show up, pretty good here also. So
right. Tell everybody how to get a hold of you and what your holiday schedule will be.
Well, we will be closed next Thursday for Thanksgiving, and then we will have 3 sales in December, the 3rd, the 7th, and the 3rd, the 10th, and the 17th. On the 3rd, when we come back, we've got a herd disposal of 400 Angus-type cows from one man. Most of the cows will be bred 5 to 7 months to Angus bulls come out of Montana. We'll have our Christmas special on the 17th, and I think we'll come back on I don't know what that is, probably the 9th or something like that in January. So,
all right. Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Kenny Mingus.
you bet. Catch us here at the office Monday through Wednesday, 254-697-6697. You follow us on our webpage at MilamCountyLivestockAuction.com or catch us on Facebook.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
You bet. Have a good weekend, and everybody have a safe and happy Thanksgiving.
You too. Bye-bye.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
Neighbor, let's look at cotton movement for this week. USDA's weekly export sale showed cotton bookings of 136,702 running bale. The seam reported 22,493, sold on Wednesday at an average price of 1.1382 cent per pound. Cotlook A index 126.85, up 40. The AWP 102.56, up by a penny. Front month futures ended the Thursday session with a loss of 123 to 211. The USDA reported 12,792 bale of Texas cotton sold on Thursday at 112.14. Looks like December cotton closed 117.59, down 211. There's your cotton movement. Neighbor, I want to remind you about my friends Stephen and Terry Lehman at Lehman Pipe and Cattle. They've got used sucker rod in 5/8, 3/4, 7/8, and 1 inch, and they've got used oil field pipe, the #1 structural, straight, no holes, splits, or heavy scale, 2 3/8, 2 7/8, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6 5/8, 7 5/8, 10 3/4, and 16 24-inch diameters. Also, from time to time, they see some #2 pipe available at a reduced price. Truckload discounts and delivery also available. They also have cattle guards. They make them from 10-foot wide to 30-foot wide, depending on the customer's needs and wants, with or without wings or cross gates. Also, the heavy-duty concrete beams to set them on. Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. Email them at lehmanpipe@gmail.com or call Stephen at 979-966-3447 or Terry at 979-820-8155. That's Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. We are on the line with Leroy Kruger. Leroy, how are you this evening?
Oh, not too bad. Just threw the little birthday dinner for my grandson. I fed him a little Mexican food there at Mamacita's. You know, that's his favorite place, so that's where we went.
Good. Turned 8? Is that how old he was?
Yeah, he turned 8 today. Yep.
Well,
for being a little premature, little old fart, he's sure grown up pretty fast.
Yeah, he has. Yeah. How's the bull business?
Oh, it's been kind of rocking and rolling along here pretty steady. We've had a lot of interest. We got in those three big old full Hereford bulls, and I kind of figured out how to stick them on the Facebook and had a lot of people calling. And then
Right.
those really good Charolais bulls. We got some boys coming tomorrow to look at some, and just been whacking along on the Angus. Had calls on the Red Angus. Just the phone's been ringing.
Well,
you know,
good.
people, it's that time of year, you know, and people are realizing that they need to get out and go ahead and get some now because there may not be any older bulls later, you know, the 2-year-olds maybe.
That's right. Well,
They'll be a little shorter.
Well, I'm glad you're doing that on Facebook, and what I want you to do on Facebook is to befriend me because it still says my request hasn't been befriended. So if you'll friend me, I can help post those bulls on Facebook on the Down on the Farm radio page.
If I'd have known that earlier, I'd have got my grandson to do that for me because if I'm going to do something, I got to waller into it because Leroy is real good at getting stuff done. Every now and then that old blind hog will find an acre.
That's right. Well,
get it done.
if you think
we'll do that.
If you get tired of wallering, then call me and I'll tell you how to do it. Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Leroy.
Well, they can waller around and find me at 830-570-0660.
We appreciate you, Leroy. Thank you.
All right, Larry. You have a good afternoon.
You too. Bye-bye.
Man, appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye.
Remember, neighbors, MG Building Materials has 5 locations. MG in San Antonio's at 2651 Southwest Military Drive. MG in Corpus, they're on Padre Island Drive, 7436 Padre Island Drive. MG Building Materials Uvalde, 2301 East Main. The store in beautiful downtown Kerrville on Memorial Drive, 2202 is the street number. And MG Building Materials in Pleasanton, 1734 West Oak Lawn. Now, I know you can't remember them all, so go to mgbuildingmaterials.com for details. We're on the line with Josh Tilkey, Karnes City Auction Company. Josh, how did the sale go last week?
Well, last Saturday, Larry, we had 750 good cattle, 200, almost 300 good goats, and the market was steady from start to finish.
Let's walk the pins.
A good steers, 2 to 3 weight, $160 to $2. 3 to 4s, $160 to $205. 4 to 5 weight men, $155 to $182. 5 to 6s, $140 to $160. 6 to 7s, $132 to $150. Heifer mates, 2 to 3, $135 to $150. 3 to 4s, $130 to $155. 4 to 5s, $132 to $165 on some replacements. 5 to 6s, $1.25 to $140. 6 to 7s, $1.25 to $130. Long bull yearlings, $1.15 to $1.25. Older heifer yearlings 90 to 105. Bred cows 850 to 1150. Packer cows number 1 yield 57 to 66. Number 2 is 35 to 48. Bulls 75 to 84. On the 300 sheep and goats we had, that market is ramping up for the holidays. The 25 to 50 pound kids 145 to 200. 50 to 100 pound kids 185 to 300. Stocker nannies 200 to 320. Billies 250 to 340. The sheep 155 to 220. Lambs 165 to 205. And on the rams 375 to 500. Larry,
What do we got coming this week?
all calves so far. We're holding some young cows for our special sale on December 11th, but we will have probably between 500 and 600 yearlings coming into Saturday morning.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Josh Tilkey.
If you can use any of our services, call us here at the barn, 830-780-3382, or on the cell phone, 830-623-2855, and no sale next weekend for Thanksgiving.
And the motto down there?
Long live Cowboys, Larry.
Askew Fisher Ranches in Sonora, Texas will again be offering quality registered polled Hereford and Angus herd sire bulls for sale this coming January. Gain tested, fertility tested, EPDs, and ready to meet all your low birth weight calving needs. Call today to get their list for January private treaty sales. 325-387-3242 or 325-206-2170 for Linda and 202-468-5262 for Tammy. That's Askew Fisher Ranches. Gain tested, fertility tested, EPD bulls on sale for their list for January private treaty. 202-468-5262. We're on the line with Ken Jordan, Jordan Cattle Auction. Ken, how was the San Saba sale?
You bet, Larry. We went right at 2,000 head of cattle today. The market continued to be very active, I thought, overall, with very good demand, a lot of interest in the cattle. I thought the stocker steers and heifers were fully steady, I would say, except for maybe the 300 to 400-pound heifers and steer mates. They were probably a full $10 higher. A lot of activity on those, that weight class on both the heifers and steers. We a group of 3 steers weighed 420 at $1.98, with several 3 weights on up to 212 to 220 a pound on those. I also had, when those $1.98 full weight steers weighed $420 out of $832 right on them. I thought the feeder steers and heifers, they were probably fully steady today. I did have 2 steers weighed $648 at $1.58, right at $1,024 on those. Had a real good choice set of black steers. There's 6 of them in the deal, weighed $743, bought $1.48 today, right at $1,100 on those steers. I thought our Packer cows and bulls, they started off a little softer on Monday, but in the week on a very steady market as a whole. I thought our pairs and bred cows overall steady also on a very limited test, so as a whole to get a real good trend. Getting our bulls, we had 4 really good cooked Angus bulls. They averaged 3,900 today. 7 had a really good Texas Tech, had some Angus bulls that were here today, averaged 3,500. 10 really good Charolais bulls off the Shady Oaks Ranch, they averaged 3,408. Had 4 Warrior Hereford bulls, really good bulls, averaged 3,075. 8 Shapered Angus bulls, averaging 2,738, and to wrap the deal up, 6 Bar Oaks bulls up here at Toller Herefords, they averaged right at 2,600. Very good sale, a lot of activity today, Larry.
No sales next week?
No sales next week. We hope everybody enjoys the Thanksgiving holiday. We will be around by the phone, the office, everything on Monday, Tuesday, and part of Wednesday next week, Larry.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Ken.
You bet. Give us a call, area code 325-372-5159. Also, you may want to start looking around. We got over 32 or 3,300 for our December the 4th cow and heifer replacement sale. The first round of listings is already up on our website, and that's at jordan@cattle.com, Larry.
Neighbor, this portion of Down on the Farm is brought to you by PMI, the Robstown location, 361-767-7473, pipemovers.com, pipe, steel, and fencing, the Robstown location. We're on the line with Klein Spear from Southwest Livestock Exchange Uvalde. Klein, how'd the cattle sale turn out?
Went pretty well today, Larry. We had 1,217 head. The Packer cows and bulls, they were $5 to $6 lower. They're sure kind of hammering on them going into the holidays here. The calves and yearlings, I felt like were pretty steady today with last week. Still lots of guys looking for them, had lots to choose from, and those higher quality cattle are sure bringing good money still. The number 1 choice steers were $1.25 to $1.55. The lightweights were $1.60 to $1.85. Number 1 choice heifers, $95 to $1.35. And lightweights, $1.40 to $1.60. Crossbred steers, $1.25 to $1.50. And lightweights were $1.45 to $1.70. Crossbred heifers, $95 to $1.25. Lightweights, $1.20 to $1.45. Stocker cows had a few of them, $75 to $1. Packer bulls today, $82 to $88. Those breaker cows were $58 to $64. Those cutters and canners were $42 to $52. And those Shelly cows were $15 to $30. Good cow-calf pairs, had a few of them today, $1,100 to $1,300. The plainer ones were $750 to $950. And the good bred cows today brought $800 to $1,100. Had quite a few of them here today. So overall, a really nice run, really active market, and kind of look like that'll continue here till we finish out the year.
Now, will we have any sales next week?
We'll have a sheep and goat sale on Tuesday. We'll probably have 500 or 600 there with the shorter week, and then no cattle sale next week, and then we'll return the following Tuesday with sheep and goat sale again.
Klein, tell everybody how to contact y'all.
Call us at the office, 830-278-5621. or my cell phone 830-591-3241.
Neighbor, let's take another look at grains in cotton. Milo through Corpus in November, $11.75. Yellow corn through Corpus in November, $6.68 even money. Hard red winter wheat through Houston in November, $8.97 and a quarter. And number one beans through Houston, $12.65. 12,792 bale of Texas cotton sold at $112.14. December cotton closed at $107.59, down $2.11. Neighbor, there's your grains in cotton. I'm Larry Marble. Good day.